Hello again. So this will be our second lecture in histology. So for today, we're going to talk about connective tissues. So connective tissues derive from the mesoderm that provides structural and metabolic support to all other tissues and organs of the body. So the different functions of these connective tissues, they envelope the muscles. They bind the body parts together while allowing for some degree of movements of this part in relation to their immediate anatomical neighbors. They also form stroma or supporting framework of the organs. It also serves as a venue for exchange of gases and substances between the other basic tissues and the blood. And of course, this is the area for antibodies and provide protection against invading organisms. So let's discuss the different cells that can be found in your connective tissue. So the very first one is your adipose cells, or what we call as adipocytes. These adipocytes are mesenchymal derivatives, specialized as storage depots for lipids. So we have two types, the brown fats and the yellow fats. So the brown fats is commonly found in the newborn babies. And we also have small amounts in the adults. It serves as for the maintenance of body temperature. So why is it called brown fat? Because of the presence of the cytochrome. And the second one is yellow adipose or the yellow fat, which is due to the carotenoids. That's why it is colored yellow. So it acts as insulators and shock absorbers. It can be found in deeper layers of the skin, the kidneys, the eye orbits, pads and soles, and surrounding of your joints. So the second cell that we have here is the macrophage. So this is an example of a macrophage where uh, it serves as or it maintains the connective tissue integrity. It also participates in the immune response, the removal of any cell debris or damaged cell matrices during the uterine involution. So the next cell that we have here is what you call mast cells. So mast cells are oval and large cells that is abundant with basophilic granules. So these granules contain histamine, heparin, and other involved in inflammatory response. It also arises from the bone marrow cells, which exhibits metachromasia and can be found in the lamina propria of the digestive tract, respiratory tract, skin, and the blood vessels. And another picture that we have here is your plasma cell. So the plasma cell is a large ovoid with also basophilic cytochrome complexes, and it is derived from B lymphocytes, in which it manufactures antibodies that serves as the manufacturers of humoral immune response. And the last three cells here are the leukocytes, in which leukocytes is uh, the white blood cells. It is called neutrophil, eosinophil, and basophil, in which neutrophil and eosinophil migrate into the connective tissue from the blood vessels, and they also their main function is to defend the organism against bacterial invasion. So these are the different cells that can be found in your connective tissue. Now let's move on. Let's talk about the different fibers of the connective tissue. So there are three types. The first one is the collagen fibers. in which it is present in all connective tissue. It is acidophilic in nature, or if you're going to stain it, it is color pink. But in our picture here, the collagen fibers are in blue color because they um, test for Mason's trichome technique. So that's why it is. So, collagen fibers are the most abundant protein in the body, and it is slightly flexible but inelastic. Okay. So we have four different types of collagen fiber: type 1, type 2, type 3, and type 4. So depending on their locations and depending on their um, resistance. Okay. So the other fiber fibers of connective tissue here is the elastic fibers. Elastic fibers consist of an amorphous albuminoid called elastin. So it is highly extensible, lesser tensile strength, and very supple. So it appears to be branching. So the elastin and the numerous fibrils will cause the anastomosing elastic fibers. And it is found in the ligamentum flava extracellular spaces of elastic cartilage. And the last connective tissue that we have here is your reticular fibers, in which um, it serves as protecting the lattices to allow motor cells to move about. And then it is mostly composed of collagen type 3. Okay, so it can be found in the liver, endocrine glands, and hematopoietic organs. So we have reticular cells here that is modified type of fibroblast that produces reticular fibers. So these are the different fibers that can be located in your connective tissue. In your connective tissue, we can also see this ground substance. So this ground substance is made up of water. So the functions of this is it binds the cells and other molecules. So this is the medium of exchange for nutrients and metabolic waste of the cells that serves as reservoir of hormones for growth and differentiation. And this will be the most resistant component for the stroma that provides supporting um, that supports the tissue organs. So the main fiber that we can see here are the elastic fibers.